When Srikanth Bolla was born blind, his own relatives told his father, "Kill him, he'll be nothing but a burden." And in a moment of fear and confusion, his father almost gave in. He picked up the newborn, walked into the fields, ready to bury him alive. But something stopped him. A voice in his heart said, "Let him live." That moment didn't just save a life, it created a legacy. Srikanth went on to defy everything stacked against him: poverty, disability, rejection. From being denied the right to study science to become the first blind international student at MIT, from rejection by IITs to building Bollant Industries, now valued at over $59.3 million. And in 2025, he became a judge on Shark Tank India, mentoring the entrepreneurs the world once doubted. This is not just a success story, it's a revolution. Let's explore the saga of Srikanth Bolla, the boy who was told to die but chose to lead. Born in 1991 in rural Andhra Pradesh, Srikanth Bolla entered the world with a disability that society wasn't ready to accept, as he had been blind since birth. His parents earned barely 70 cents a day working in fields, but they protected Srikanth fiercely. Although the world around him wasn't kind, still, what changed everything was one teacher who saw Srikanth more than his disability. She believed in him, stood by him, and gave him the confidence to fight back. Srikanth began excelling in academics and self-belief. He scored over 90% in his 10th board exams. But when he wanted to study science in high school, the Andhra Pradesh State Board refused, claiming blind students weren't fit for science. Srikanth challenged that decision legally. He filed a case and he won. He became the first blind student in the state to study science. And again, when it came time for college, the IITs rejected Srikanth not for his marks, but for his disability. He didn't stop. He applied to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and not only got in, but made history as MIT's first international blind student. After MIT, Srikanth returned to India, not to earn a salary, but to create jobs for people like him. But it wasn't easy. Banks rejected his proposals. Investors laughed him out of the room. A major turning point came when Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam met Srikanth and said, "You are not disabled, you are differently abled." And that's exactly when Ravi Mantha entered the picture. When others saw limitations, Ravi saw leadership. He was moved by Srikanth's clarity and fire. Ravi didn't just believe in Srikanth, he invested in his vision, mentored him, and helped incorporate Bollant Industries in 2012. The two became not just business partners, but like family, with Ravi handling investor pitches and operations, and Srikanth being the visionary. Bollant began to gain traction. Their next big moment came when Ratan Tata came on board as an investor. His vote of confidence changed everything for the company. Bollant scaled rapidly. It expanded operations, set up new factories, and hired over 500 employees, 70% of whom were differently abled. But as the company grew, so did tensions. Over time, Srikanth and Ravi's visions began to diverge. Srikanth, caught in the wave of success and media attention, started micromanaging. Ravi felt sidelined and decision-making became fragmented. Eventually, the two parted ways bitterly. Without Ravi's operational experience and with Srikanth feeling pressure to prove himself, things began to crack. A key manufacturing unit almost shut down. Morale dipped. Customers pulled back. It was a make or break moment. Srikanth took time off. He realized the business wasn't about ego. It was about impact. He brought in seasoned managers, stopped micromanaging, and reconnected with Ravi and his team. That shift changed everything. Bollant stabilized. It bounced back. More importantly, Srikanth grew, not just as a founder, but as a leader who had faced failure and come through it stronger. Fast forward to today, Bollant Industries is valued at over $150 million. operates across 6 plus manufacturing units and has expanded into multiple states. In 2025, Srikanth Bolla joined Shark Tank India Season 4 as its first visually impaired judge, marking a historic moment for the show. On a stage known for dramatic pitches and flamboyant investors, Srikanth is bringing quiet conviction, deep clarity, and authentic empathy. Srikanth Bolla's story is not a fairy tale. It's a raw, real story of rejection, belief, ego, redemption, and resilience. For investors, Srikanth reminds us to bet on founders who live with the problem. For founders, he reminds us, don't forget the mission while chasing the milestone. If you have a vision like Srikanth, start today. And if you need backing, Exit Fund can help. Learn more at exitfund.com. Subscribe for more stories that matter for India, for entrepreneurs, and for the future.